What's up, everybody? It's Keefe. You're watching the weekly ritual Ghost Cult's news show right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. GhostCultMag.com is a small business. With that out of the way, let's get into it. In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult Magazine. We kick this week's features off with our chat with Lucas Cimarusti, aka Annihilus. His brand new album is out now from Federal Prisoner Records. We're also serving up Kim Hansen's awesome round-robin interview with Suicide Puppets. They are on tour right now, opening for Soulfly. We also caught up with the guys from Inhuman Condition. Their new album, Rat God, is out now, and you can catch them on tour also. Also, catch these hands and catch this voice on the Glacially Musical Podcast. We finish up our series on Iron Maiden this week. And now, the news rundown. We kick this week's news off with a heavy heart, as we have to mention the passing of several artists and music industry professionals who passed away this week. Legendary Southern rocker, Black Oak, Arkansas guitarist RIcky Lee Reynolds passed away this week at age 72. Legendary merchandising expert Del Furiano of Epic Rights passed away this week at age 69. And Joe Satriani's longtime manager Mick Bridgton passed away at age 73 after an accident at his home. Rest in peace. And now for some tour news. Riot Fest, taking place later this month in September, have announced the addition of several new bands, including the legendary Patti Smith, Alkaline Trio, Flaming Lips, and more. David Coverdale's Whitesnake has added additional dates and festivals to their 2022 farewell tour. Rocker Myles Kennedy kicks off his U.S. tour this week, supporting his recent album, Ides of March, out now on Napalm Records. Metalcore band We Came as Romans will be kicking off their Plant a Seed anniversary tour real soon. Collective Soul resumes their headline tour through the end of September, starting this week. Legendary death metalers Vader will kick off part 2 of their Profundus 25 tour later this year. And more festivals lose bands to the Rona or fear of the Rona, as DevilDriver has canceled their appearance at Rebel Rock Fest. Enigmatic artist Sleep Token will kick off a UK tour later this fall with opening act A.A. Williams. Southern rockers Them Dirty Roses have extended their headline tour dates through this month. Metalcore leaders As I Lay Dying will return to Europe next year, supported by Dying Fetus and Amur, with Fit for a King on select dates. After 50 years in music, rock legends UFO will play the final show of their career next June in Greece. Philip Anselmo and the Illegals were a late scratch from last weekend's Rocklahoma due to flooding from Hurricane Ida. Hardcore band Gulch has announced their shocking breakup and subsequent farewell tour. Red alert, y'all! Mastodon has announced their brand new album, Hushed and Grim, coming out this fall, next month, on Reprise Records. The date is not officially confirmed yet. We'll have that for you soon. We're expecting a new single. The band teased an artwork reveal across social media before fans sleuthed it out. I don't know if sleuthed is a word, but it is now. It's a big week for Metallica as they will release their Black Album Remastered box set this Friday, as well as the Black Album Blacklist covers album that no one asked for, and they will perform on Jimmy Kimmel Live. And they also teamed up with Carhartt, the work clothes company, to raise almost $400,000 for vocational schools for their All Within My Hands charity. Keep killing it, Metallica. Great job. Norwegian music legends Ivar Bjørnson of Enslaved and Einar Selvig of Wardruna will release a new version of their Skudga album. I probably said that wrong, and I'm sorry. That album, which is brilliant, is getting a re-release this fall on their By Norse Recordings label, as well as a new EP with 2 new songs. Wolfgang Van Halen has done it again. He has once again topped the rock charts with the #1 rock single in the land in America for his single Don't Back Down. This is the second track from his record to go #1 after the initial song Distance, that was the lead track from his current debut solo album under his moniker MammothWVH. Greyhawk bassist Darren Wall played the hero in Boise, Idaho this week as he stopped a gunman from coming in the club and possibly killing people. A fan at the show was acting erratic and making finger gun signs like he was going to shoot people. He went to his car to get a gun. Darren saw him put the gun in his waistband and start to approach the front entrance of the club and stop the guy. They struggled. Darren was shot. Luckily, he's going to be okay. He was only shot in the leg, and he stopped the assailant. This could have prevented a terrible, terrible tragedy, and we're just really glad that brave people like Darren are around in this world. One of the most highly anticipated albums for the remainder of 2021 is Beast in Black's Dark Connection. They just dropped a brand new single and video for their song Midnight Rendezvous. Soulfly is on tour across the US right now, and they played a brand new song live in New York last week, Filth Upon Filth, from their highly anticipated next album coming next year from Nuclear Blast. It's not every day that Rock and Roll Hall of Famers Guns N' Roses gets the plug pulled on them, but that's exactly what happened last weekend at Bottle Rock Napa, a festival we attended. You can check out our review coming soon. The band ran over the legendary curfew at the venue, which has shut off artists from Foo Fighters, The Cure, Neil Young, all in the past. There was a strict 10 p.m. curfew for the PA of the festival because Napa is a very rich area and a lot of very wealthy people live there in the area of the festival, and they were apparently warned. A lot of media jumped on this and blamed the crew somehow. This is totally unfair. The band still had volume on stage and continued to rock, but obviously out in the crowd, the fans heard nothing, and they started to boo, and some were very disappointed. But Bottle Rock was awesome, and you can check that out in our review. Slipknot played their first show in 18 months last weekend. Unbelievable, as one of the headliners of Rocklahoma, and Corey Taylor unveiled his creepy new mask made with horror master and legend Tom Savini. Rough news, as longtime Queensryche tour manager Scott Fozzy O'Hare has suffered a series of debilitating strokes, and Pamela Moore, the vocalist best known as Sister Mary from Operation Mindcrime, has launched a GoFundMe to help with Scott's care. Sebastian Bach has been in the news lately, saying that there is no reason that he and his former bandmates in Skid Row should not patch things up and reunite for a tour. Both bands are on the road right now playing classic albums and classic material. Sebastian was fired in 1996 and has been a solo artist ever since and been pretty successful. Skid Row has had a series of lead singers, including their current singer, ZP Third, formerly of Dragon Force. Tragic news, as we have now learned the cause of death of Cynic bassist Sean Malone, who died earlier this year. Sean passed away as a result of suicide. He had fallen into a terrible depression following the passing of his mother a few years ago, and apparently took his own life. And this news was passed on by Cynic frontman Paul Masvidal. Please, if you're feeling thoughts of suicide and emotional duress, please reach out to someone. We will have a number below if you're feeling these feelings. Boston pop punkers 4 Years Strong have released their cover of Bittersweet Symphony, the rock classic from the 1990s band The Verve. You may recall the track in the 90s came with some controversy as the song interpolated the orchestral version of a Rolling Stones song. The Rolling Stones sued, and The Verve had to pay out a lot of money, but the song is legendary. 4 Years Strong, great job on the track. You can catch 4 Years Strong on the Pure Noise Records tour coming up soon. Rough news, as Yatra frontman Dana Helmuth's son Haven has been stricken with cancer. He's already pulled through a cancer surgery last week, and a GoFundMe has been launched to help raise funds for his care. You can donate to that at the link below. Best of luck, Haven. We're pulling for you. And finally in the news, psychedelic rock legends Vanilla Fudge are back, and they have released a new single, their cover of the Supremes' Stop in the Name of Love, a tribute to late bassist and co-founder Tim Bogert. Rest in power.
And now for a look at some of the music on New Music Friday.
Aborted, Mania Cult, Century Media Records, Aeons, Consequences, Self-Released, APOC, High Wraith, Self-Released, Andrew WK, God is Party, Napalm Records, Annette Olsen, Strong, Frontiers SRL, April 21st, Courage is Born from Fear EP, Eclipse Records, Between Worlds, Self-Titled, Frontiers SRL, Black Mass, Feast at the Forbidden Tree, Redefining Darkness, Chrome Waves, The Rain Will Cleanse, Transcending Records, Cult Burial, Oblivion EP, Self-Released, Cult of Scarecrow, Tales of the Sacrosanct Man, Wormhole Death, Dawn Fades, Ode, Metal Assault Records, The Dead Daisies, Tell Your Girls It's All Right, Rumble Records, Gamma Ray, 30 Years Live Anniversary, Year Music, The Gasolines, Cannonball Run, Speed Club, Goat Skull, Tevris EP, Self-Released, Guar, Scumdogs Live, Pit Records and Metal Blade Records, Hawkwind, Somnia, Cherry Red, Inglorious, Heroin, Frontiers SRL, Mastiff, Leave Me the Ashes of the Earth, E1 Music, Mehenet, Ningamu, Gilead Media, Metallica, the Black Album Re-Release, Blackened Recordings. Various artists, the Metallica Blacklist, Blackened Recordings, Replicant, Malignant Reality, Transcending Obscurity. Seven Spires, Gods of Debauchery, Frontiers SRL, Steve Hackett, Surrender of Silence, Inside Out Music, Zealot RIP, The Extinction of You, 31G Records.
And now for a look in our mailbag. This week's mailbag, we have our awesome brand new Funko of Corey Taylor. We just brought you the news of Corey Taylor in his brand new mask, but here's Corey Taylor in his old mask and an awesome Funko. There are several Slipknot Funko Pops. Collect them all at Funko.com. You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. GhostCultMag.com is a small business, and we really appreciate the support. Please smash that like button, ding that bell, drop a comment, share this video with your friends who love rock and metal news, and generally help us out. As we say every week at this juncture, it's a tough time in the world. So please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, naps are life.